Welcome to One Journey, and let's make it count. Why? Because we choose life. Life has consequences. Your choices, your actions, they all have consequences. Allow me to set the expectations so that everyone is clear. Now, this channel focuses on a just weight, meaning that when you go to the fishmonger, he weighs out what you're buying, how much your fish should cost. We don't think his scale is crooked, okay? So when I make an opportunity to talk about the skits or do anything, I want to be fair. I want to be balanced. I don't want to be so extreme I cannot see the truth. So I want to balance it out. Do I always see the truth? Absolutely not. Guess what? We're going to look at crime stories, even in the games. I haven't even gotten there yet because I'm not able to balance the chat-in and the gaming at the same time. Yeah, that's what I'm working on now. So we're balancing a little bit more better, but the game takes over. And then I got to pause the game, and I shouldn't. I should be able to play my game and chat at the same time, talk about whatever I want to talk about, and show you things. So that's what I'm working on. So just wanted to set expectation for the channel. We are just chatting. Yeah, about whatever we'd like. We like the Kountry Wayne skits, we really do, because they have a heavy moral compass. Everyone has the right to choose, and you don't want to take away anyone's right to choose. So that's what the Kountry Wayne skits is all about, taking that scale and bringing about a balance. I remember at Oni's channel, they called it critical thinking. Over at Deontay Reviews, critical thinking. I don't follow a lot of channels because I really wanted to not take someone else's ideas or thoughts, and I wanted mine to be authentic. But how authentic you gonna get about a liar? A liar is a liar, is a liar, is a liar. Mike opens his mouth and he lies. He does, yeah. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about, yes, the people. Yesterday, snitching, like everybody was snitching, like they didn't know the meaning of that. What's that about? So let's look at it. Now, the culprit of yesterday was Denisha and Anthony. Remember, they're villains. If you're expecting altruistic behaviors from villains, you're not going to get it. And guess what? You know that married couple over there? I've decided to make them villains too. Oh my goodness. They are subtle villains. And Michelle, you know she's the villain. Period. All right, so let's talk about what happened. I don't think Amber's a villain. She might be a stirrer, so stir, baby, stir. Okay, so here is Anthony. We're in Anthony's world right now, okay? All right. Oh, my camera's here, my monitor's there, okay? So that's why you always see me turn in, so I'm not being rude, okay? Now, oh, I forgot to do my opening. Yes, you have to have an opening. Every show has an opening. Every this discussion or demonstration has an opening. But I just wanted to set expectation about what to expect for the channel. I always try to put it down there. And I know people are saying, Jenny, where's the game? Jenny, where's the game? You know what I mean? So here we are. So it's gonna be fine. You're gonna have crime stories also about the airline industries. When I play Microsoft Flight Simulator, when I play Farm Simulator, you're going to hear about the agricultural industry. Did you guys hear all those recalls that's going on and everybody getting sick? I told you, stay out the street. Who taught you to eat in the street? Somebody have your food in a car next to them. No, it's okay. That's fine. You can keep it. Okay. It's very important to figure out who in the family is to cook, and can she cook between 5 families, and are you close enough for her to get it done? Okay, so and sometimes in New York we have a cook in the building, 128 floors, but we know Miss Lucy's on the 89th floor and she cooks for like 12 floors. Okay? And when they come home, everybody has something delicious. Okay? All right. So let me do my intro. Let me do my intro because the intro is very important. Welcome to One Journey, and we say, let's make it count. Why? Because we choose life. Life has consequences. Your choices, your actions, they all have consequences. We're going to explore consequences through Crime Game In and reviewing the Kountry Wayne skits and others. I cannot wait to show you the others. Okay. The next thing I want you to know is that when we are gaming, we want to be able to game and also talk about the skits. Because in gaming, I'm driving my truck to deliver the champagne glasses, and hopefully I don't break them. But in the meantime, on the drive to deliver the champagne glasses, I'm gonna talk about somebody. I'm gonna talk about Amber. Uh huh. And of course, my friend Anthony, waiting for him to self correct. It's exhausting. Okay. And I am so excited because wee! Now I can talk about D. Wee! I cannot wait to bring those. Wee! I'm so excited about D. Finally. Yay, D. Okay. D is very handsome, very young, and he grew up with hard knocks. Right? Hard knocks. And he knows what works for him. But he's transitioning, and I don't know if you've ever seen a crime industry develop, how they grow, you know, um, and they are invisible, but they growing. There's one brewing right now. Okay, and invisible. Sometimes the medical industry can be insidiously evil when it comes to medication, elderly people, and African Americans or non-whites, because sometimes our lab our chemists, our biologists, okay, our internal medicine people, they're limited. And they know this doesn't work, but they give it to us and then we become bloated. They give it to us, become lethargic. They give it to us, we sleep a lot. They give it to us and it doesn't really function right. So let's rise up, our young people, those scientists, when you recognize them. That's what I like about the gangs in New York. They recognize someone has talent, but they also have evil. You could go with us. You could go with us. They recognize someone has talent, but they're not on the evil side. They're not on the dark side. They're not high risk takers. Okay? They don't have fancy names like Wall Street. Yeah. Okay, them. All right, very good then. So what I'm saying to you is prepare for great things. Okay? And I'm so glad you're with me. Thank you all for stopping by. Please comment, like, share, and yeah, the wig question. I have three blue wigs. Three. I like blue. And sometimes when I was younger, my natural look, I liked blue black because when you went in the sun, it would turn into this beautiful navy blue. Love it. But with my gray hair now, it doesn't it doesn't want you to, man, it's a dragon. It's like, I might let you ride me today. I might let you show me off today. We might roll together today. That's what gray hair does. Okay, very good then. And I also have orange and I have red. Uh, Blue, orange, red. I think that's all I have, just three. I wanted a purple one, but all the purple wigs are way too expensive. And this is just my when I'm gaming, this is my gaming look, my gaming costume, blah, 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 blah. So for those who don't understand, what is Journey doing? Okay, what is Journey wearing? That's a nice, I'm gonna save that one as a screenshot. I mean, what do they call it? A thumbnail. Yeah. Okay, so here we are. Now, put some lotion on. Um, and I like, where is it? The baby stuff, baby lavender stuff. I like that. Okay. I'm gonna put some lotion on. Okay, so here we go. Mm-mm-mm. Oh no. All right, so we're gonna start with Anthony and the day at his house. Amber arrives. Ooh, I was so glad she was home. I was trying to count the days, how long it's been since she's been home. I know she left for a vacation, a 1 day trip over to um, Los Angeles. I remember her coming back home. She cut the trip short, but she didn't show up at the house yet. Her property. She can come and go as much as she wants. Okay, just don't. Now you how you going you're gonna have to find a place to spend the night or something. I'm just waiting for her meeting with her lawyer, her being honest with her. Here is Denisha, and here is yeah, my friend Anthony building a world. Okay, is it a world of lies? Even Denisha's like, God, is this real? Okay, now every woman wants their opportunity. Yes. And if their opportunity means adultery, they're going to go for it. If their opportunity says, means making a move on your man, it's your man's responsibility to say no. You too weak to say no? Please. Your responsibility, Lisa, to say no to Michael's advances, but you said yes. Now you're pushing for permanency. He never promised you permanency. He was promising you a moment of pleasure. All right. Well, let's not talk about them yet because I think I forgot to put Lisa and Mike up. I'll do that another one. All right. So the first slide, the first picture we have is Anthony's little world and their summary of the day. So Amber shows up. Welcome home, Amber. Hallelujah. I'm so glad you got there. Okay, so she's home. Still her property, still her husband, still her house, and her things are still there. Now, this house actually has 5 bedrooms. For some now they're talking about it like there's 3. No. This house has 5 bedrooms. Okay? So here she comes in and sees the kids in the room. Very polite she was to the children. Loved it. The respect, the human respect was awesome. Off the chain. Loved it. The questioning was gentle and not overbearing. Hi, I'm Amber. But you know what else I thought was really strange? We're in the South, but they're not saying Miss or Mister or something like that. They're saying yep, like New Yorkers are. It's really weird because they don't really behave like that. Yeah. Even if they know your name, they're going to say Miss this or Miss that. But the Northerners, they're going to call you by your first name, just whatever. Okay. Don't call me by my first name. I don't like it. Okay. Especially if you are not a senior. Don't no. You haven't earned it. Okay? Fine. All right. So here we are. And Amber shows up at the house. She talks to the kids. She comes downstairs. She talks to Anthony and she sock it to him, She sock it to him. And then when she left, she went on her porch and she says, I'm a sock it to him some more. She calls the Shayla chick, the other bird, her ex-girlfriend bird. And she says, do you know what's going on? Just like the Flintstones. Everybody in the skit was snitching. So she tells the Shayla, I'm lightweight. I'm lightweight. Just like the Flintstones. So she comes over and she behaves like the Flintstone. But guess what? She goes upstairs and she says, wow, this is really beautiful. She sees the children playing. Let me tell you something. Children will play. In the midst of madness, children will play. So she sees the children playing. She does. All right. So, and she calms down. And that was really good because she was in such a rage. And she's like, wow, this is levels I had not even imagined. And she says, my own son's room does not look even that good. I remember when Amber first went to Shayla's house and she pointed out some things. Wow, you've got to put some things in place. This is a child. They explore stuff. And that was really good. But there's Amber, her tell it, snitch, tell it. And everybody was telling it. All right, now the last photo. My friends over here. My friends over here. The third image on the right. That's Danielle and her husband Ben. Danielle loves to share things with her husband. I told you, married people pillow talk, okay? And they will treat your life like a toilet. Use a toilet, flush the toilet, walk away from the toilet, and repeat. Why? Because they will gossip and whisper to each other about other people's life. Why don't you talk about your own life? Where's the therapist? We're waiting for her. Okay, I wish they had like one super therapist on the phone. There's a guy that I have in mind. That would be very good because he always says that marriage is not for punks. All right. And he used to be on Married at First Sight. Beautiful black therapist. All right. So here they're having conversation. Lisa's having an affair. You're not gonna tell, right? You did that already, and he snitched, and you're snitching to a snitch again and expecting a different response. It wasn't different. He's going to tell it. He's going to tell it. Period. Okay, so here we are, and she tells her husband, Lisa is seeing Mike. It's out the bag, honey. Do you know what the husband did? Second picture on the bottom. He runs and he says, Darren, your wife is cheating. Everybody snitching yesterday. I said, oh no, tell me it ain't so. This is what we had going on yesterday. And at the end of the day, Denisha and Anthony, she says to him, nothing is in control. There's no boundaries. We've been saying that from the beginning. Listen, even Wayne said to him, put her on child support. Put her on child support. Okay? Anything you do extra beyond child support, they have to earn it. Shayla had the audacity to talk about resume. Oh, thank you, Terry. Well, guess what? A corporate secretary makes over 102,000 or more, 135,000 a year. A corporate secretary. Okay? Let me also wake you up to the fact that where's your resume? So before you want to damp anybody else's light, look at your light. All right, very good then. All right. And so they're talking about it. What does Anthony say? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes. So I asked the chat GPT, how many times did Anthony say I'm sorry? It said over 1 million. This is one journey, and we say, let's make it count. We had a wonderful time yesterday in Skitland because everybody was telling it. It was open day to tell it. I didn't like the way Shayla spoke to Anthony, but I really liked when he turned around and saw that Denisha was watching him. I'm watching you too. All right. Now, anybody right in there? Anything balanced here? No, there's nothing balanced here. You put them on the scale, they're going to be found wanting. Anthony, come on. Denisha, come on. Was Amber right for doing that? No, but she could. She did. Shayla, no, absolutely not. No. Danielle and her husband, and then Ben. Ooh, that's my second video. How Lisa's husband handled Mike and Lisa. Coming up next. Hey, my name is One Journey. We say let's make it count. Why? Because we choose life. Life has consequences. Your choices, your actions, they all have consequences. Let's explore the consequences together. Now, I want you to know that I would like you to like, share, subscribe. I need 1,000 followers, and I'm not even there. So if you want to share your journey, please share it. If you want to share your comments and your ideas, share it. Look, I love comic books, and every comic book reading from I was doing as a child, everybody, okay, there is a villain, and they're clear. They're clear. Me, myself, and I. All right. So if you don't like villains, I don't know what kind of show you want. This might not be it because the Bible is full of villains. Yeah. This blue hair comes from Saul. The tribe of Benjamin, blue. The first tribe to march out with the king and Saul. Yeah. Okay, they got rid of that real quick. All right. I want what they want. I want what they want. So God said, okay, have your king. And they picked the tribe of Benjamin, which was blue. So sometimes when you see Israel's color of their flag, it's blue and white. Yeah. Right. Hey, this is One Journey, and I'm out. Thank you. Bye-bye.